All right, here we go. It's your boy Joe. We're reporting live here today with Dior Beauty to give you a little bit of insight into what I put in my carry-on bag. We call this the Fly Guy Fresh Pack. I'm just a guy that flies a lot, and I want to give you some secrets about how to feel good when you travel. Inspired by the scent of Sauvage to help you get outside on your next travel, but you can't get outside if you're not feeling up to it. So, drum roll please, let's get into it. First necessities up, you know we got the Sauvage and the Balm with me. Simply because my mom had 3 rules, which I find important. Number 1, she said you could have no wrinkles in your clothes, so even if I'm cozy, I make sure that my clothes are ironed. Number 2, she said we could not be ashy. So have a little bit of this and apply it, especially on the hands. You know, you gotta get in the crooks there, make sure you feel good. And number 3, you gotta make sure you stay fresh. You gotta smell good. So with that, I like a little bit of this. Good peppery notes in the Sauvage, and you get excited for your trip. That's really what it's all about. Plus, I can't fly business class every time, so I just wanna make sure where I'm sitting next to, I smell pretty good. All right, you're on your way to the airport. You are not ashy, you smell good, Sauvage boys. Most importantly now, you wanna go to sleep and be cozy, so I'm gonna give you my next necessity. First off, get a pair of shades. You know how I feel about artificial light at night. Block it out. Fluorescent lights in the airport are too bright. Put these on, block it out, you're about to go to sleep. Then from there, what we really want is we wanna block out the noise. Noise pollution is a scourge as well. You want a good pair of headphones that have a setting that cancel out all the noise. I like over the air. These Dyson ones are pretty fire, or you can get a pair of Beats, whatever. And keep moving from there. Look, don't be afraid of the neck pillow, okay? Don't, because you get one that has a hoodie. Look at that, look at that. You get good braced on the neck. You don't have to talk to anybody you do not want to. You can tighten it up and we're feeling good. So this is one of my favorite necessities that we got. But then from there, I'm gonna give you the secret sauce, okay? Take notes, get a good tea. I like a passion flower, valerian root blend, maybe a little lemon balm, helps calm me down. Maybe it's just a ritual of it all. We're also at elevation when we're flying, so I wanna, be able to breathe better. Just put on the nasal strip, helps open up the nose, focus on that. And then a little secret stack to help me feel relaxed. Magnesium, low dose melatonin, quercetin, vitamin C, maybe another special one added in here and there, but I get these little satchels online. I make my own little to-go, and it always has me feeling good when we hit the ground running. All right, when I'm in the air, part of the pack, especially if I don't want to be on my phone, don't want to purchase a Wi-Fi, but clear my mind before I sleep, you gotta have books in a journal. So I'm taking you through some quick reads that I'm enjoying right now. Aristotle, talking about ethics. Arthur Brooks wrote a really good column on this book, and I wanted to check out the primary source, so there's that. I'm also getting a little bit older, in my 30s, so a vindication of love. Trying to learn a little bit more about that subject in multiple capacities. Been enjoying it so far. And revisiting this one, especially, makes a lot of sense with the nose strips. Breathe by James Nestor. If you want to understand how breathing might improve your overall health, it's an interesting read. But then from there, if you want to stay fresh, a lot of times you got to decompress the mind. So I always like to have a journal with me. I actually got this, shout out Dior again, on a spa cruise with them in Paris. Able to take my thoughts out of my mind, put them on paper, get a little bit more restful sleep, and a little bit of nostalgia. I always like to have a pen from a previous trip. Shout out Palm Heights. I call this the Clear Your Mind Pack. Get to writing, get to reading, chill out. All right, as part of the Fly Guy Fresh Pack, you're inspired to get outside with the scents. You actually have to get outside. So this is a little fitness pack. We got the exercise snack bands. It's cute, it fits a little compartment, and they're also by me, but super easy. I make sure I always have this because it's how I stay fresh on the road. But one of my favorite ways to explore the city is by my feet. So whether I'm walking or I'm running, whatever, the Peg 40s, you need a pair of workout shoes. Go outside, go explore, realign your circadian rhythms, and then you'll feel so much better in whatever place you're at. All right, next necessity that I like to have in my little fresh pack, especially if you're going outside, is a disposable camera. Instead of always being on your phone, sometimes I know I'm nuts, I'm crazy. When I'm on trips, I like to have a thing called no phone dinners. I encourage all my friends to do this, especially if it's a group trip. We leave our phones in the rooms, we go somewhere to eat, and if you want to capture the memories, do it on a dispo. It's simple, it's clean, it kind of just brings everybody together outside of this super digitized world, and then you have to stay focused. So I love a good dispo, throw that in the bag, especially for all the travels. It's a guy that flies a lot. It's part of my fresh pack. I always like to have a massage gun. Probably have 5 different versions of this thing, but this is the Hypervolt Go. It's easy, it doesn't take a lot of space, but it's still powerful. And I like to use that with a little bit of a sore muscle rub. You can get this really anywhere. It's just got a little heat in there, a little menthol, and keeps it going. So I probably have 5 different tins of this. And then a lacrosse ball. Put it on the ground, lean back, do the Rockaway. But no, just roll your foot out, give some love to the puppies because you stand on them all day. That's a simple recovery pack. Use it so you don't lose it, and you'll feel fresh. I always have to have necessity of a water bottle and a little bit of a snack, and I'll tell you why in a second. On my flights, I like to fast. Give my body some time to clean itself, and how I want to do that is drink water. So I'm not trying to spend so much on overpriced water in the airport, so I always like to have the stainless steel bottle with me. And then the kind of last little bite before I start to fast, I want to have fruit or some food that has a natural digestive enzyme in it. So it could be pineapple, it could be papaya, whatever. I chew it well, make sure I hydrate, and it usually really does have my stomach feeling good, so I don't hit the ground, you know, experiencing any sort of discomfort. And added bonus, I have a ginger tea alongside of it. Chef's kiss is perfect. All right, so those are some of my necessities right there. Brought to you by Dior Beauty. Shout out to them. Got me feeling fresh and looking good. But simple as that. Try those out. When you go travel, you want to feel good when you land. And speaking of travel, it's about time for my next flight. So see y'all later.